Annie just received her Constellation in Path of Champions. The Dark Child is this game's version of this meme, and loves seeing fast spells, slow spells, and skills. But is she worth investing in? Let's find out. Her first 3 star powers increase the damage of your spells and skills, and create a Guile in hand every round. Star Power 4 buffs the top unit in your deck for each instance of damage you have against the enemy nexus, leading to some beefy units for you to play. Star Power 5 gives you more starting mana. Star Power 6 duplicates every single one of your skills, making them much more powerful, and allowing Annie to level up twice as fast. And make sure you unlock Annie's Star of Legends, which allows you to deal even more damage when your support champion is on the board. Many relics work well on Annie, but in general, you're going to want one of 3 things: more spell mana, spell protection, and extra damage. For spell relics, Lost Chapter immediately fills your spell mana, Archangel's Staff does the same at the start of each turn, and Hidden Tome is the epic version of Lost Chapter, which maxes out your spell mana when you play or level up any champion. Your spell protection relics include Banshee's Veil for spell shield on your champion, and Black Shield provides a spell shield for each unit you play. And finally, damage relics. Luden's Tempest works here, as does Big Guns, which increases your damage even when your champion isn't on the board. It's a part of my preferred relic build, along with Hidden Tome, and in my opinion the best relic for Annie, Shock and Awe, which changes the way you play her. This relic plays a skill each time you attack with a 1-drop, vastly increasing your damage output and making Annie level up much faster. For more relic suggestions for Annie or any other champion, check out the brand new lorrelics.com, where it's easier than ever to see multiple builds for the same champion. A huge thank you to Wantress for creating this, as this site will be a fantastic resource for players going forward. When picking powers, look for ones that increase your damage, like All Skill, which basically lets you one-shot your opponent on your first attack. Boarding Party, yet another skill for you to abuse the opponent with. Explosive Finale, which lets you focus on spells for a change. Lethality, and Slow But Steady, allowing you to kill units that you otherwise couldn't. Also look for mana discounts, such as Collect Your Bounty, making every single card much cheaper after damaging the enemy nexus, Epic Escapades, which makes the Prefect cheaper, Quick Draw, Sorcery, and Wild Inspiration, which makes your Guiles and Tibbers a bit cheaper. When picking your support champ, look for ones with spell or skill synergy, like Misfortune, whose Love Tap is yet another skill for you to play, Ezreal, Lee Sin, who enjoys kicking people into the Shadow Realm, Nami, who buffs allies with each spell you play, Vigar, and Warwick, who somehow finds a way to synergize with pretty much everyone. In this case, his Chemtech Shredder uses a skill when played. For more support champion suggestions, feel free to pause this tier list and check out the various categories. When drafting cards during your runs, look for good fast spells like Blade's Edge, Mystic Shot, and Scorched Earth, which kills a damaged unit regardless of their health. Look for good slow spells, which include Divine Draft and Parlay, and try your best to find AoE spells like Make It Rain and Withering Wail, which is crazy when combined with increased damage. Also look for skill-based units such as Boom Crew Rookie, Chakram Dancer, and the Witness. And if you're using the Shock and Awe relic, look for good 1-drops including Crackshot Corsair, who also plays a skill when you attack, Forged Chief, Jagged Butcher, Prowling Cutthroat, and Thrashing Snapper. Finally, look for these items when picking cards: Charging Sigil for even more damage on spells, Excavator's Charge, which scales up units a bit, Focusing Crystal, which dramatically increases the unit scaling, and Portalfluft, which makes any unit a 1-drop and synergizes with Shock and Awe. Now let's answer the question, is Annie worth investing in?
Perhaps.
Annie's biggest issue is her competition. She's a spellcaster in a region with some amazing spellcasters, primarily Swain and Mel. If you ask me, Swain is the best champion in the game, mostly because his damaging spells all become board-wide nukes, so no one else from Noxus touches him. On the other hand, Mel feels like a light version of Swain, with her ability to do some board-wide damage after killing a unit with a spell, so comparing her with Annie is more fair. Annie especially with the Shakana Relic and Star Power 6 is better equipped to end games quickly with all that skill spam, while Mel's easy access to spells makes her better equipped to control the enemy board. So depending on which playstyle sounds more appealing to you, feel free to invest your resources in that champion. Just make sure your Swain is maxed out first. That's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed this guide, you know what to do. And to see another video like this one, check out my Anivia guide here. Take care.